I hope this makes me look smart. Oh, hi, Alison here. Just waiting for my traditional Halifax meal to be cooked, to come out of the oven, fresh to serve my friends and family. Oh, speaking of food, did you know that the fine folks at Chit Chop have invited yours truly to their place to cook a meal? I don't know if they want to test their fire extinguishers or something, but anyways, I've been invited and I invite you as well. That'll be 9 p.m. on August 29th on Facebook Live. Speaking of food, let's go see what I have cooking in the oven. Okay, let's see how supper is doing. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I have outdone myself. As you can see, I've pulled together a delicious meal for you and your family. We start off with a Superstore roast chicken because who in the hell has time to cook a regular one these days? Then it's always about the sides. I love a good side, so I recommend something like Ziggy's cheese pasta. Don't skimp, go for the cheese because your guests deserve the best. And to add a little bit of color, who can go wrong with a can of assorted peas? And go for the Canada Fancy. Your guests deserve the best. And for pairing a drink with this lovely meal, I recommend a really crappy cooler that you bought at the LC only because the sample person was kind of hot. Don't forget about dessert. I love to pair this lovely meal with the 2-for-1 bar special that you can get at the convenience store. It's okay to eat half of it, waiting for supper to cook. While I think I outdid myself with that supper, I have a strange suspicion that Patty will teach me something much better to cook for you all. So until then, have a great evening and cheers! Oh, it tastes like sad metallic popsicle.
We have not burned anything yet.
Yet.
You
speak too soon.
I know I do. I'm here with Alison Knott from Eraserheader, web specialist, web strategist, all the web stuff.
All of it, including a bag of chips. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Like I said, he's going to show me the way of proper cooking. No more Superstore plastic stuff, I promise.
You kind of freaked me out. I saw that chicken. This is a nice homey meal we're going to make tonight. Unfortunately, it involves a pot of boiling water, which with this weather is not great, but hey, it's going to be really good. We're going to make spätzle tonight. So you've had some good spätzle experiences in your life?
I have. Years ago, I used to babysit that stint that we all do in our preteens where you have to be a babysitter. It's like a rite of passage. And so it was at a German restaurant, and I babysat the kids that lived below. And every day for lunch, they gave me these weird egg noodly things and salad. And I've wondered for years what it was. And then recently, I was in Boston for a conference, and I went to this really great German pub, and they were serving spätzle with this Jameson gravy-based meat, and I was like, that's the noodles of my childhood, or noodly pastas. So spätzle, it's amazing.
And it's super easy to make, so
yes.
It's kind of perfect for chit-chat-chop food.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the idea and inspiration. And it ropes in, I love to rope in local ingredients and everything, so we're going to use some local peas, some local corn, some smoked German ham. It's going to be real good.
No fancy peas, guys. Sorry, none of that no-name fancy pea monocle business this time.
No, green giant pea, nothing like that.
It could be substituted.
Absolutely.
If you were like me and get a time crunch, but we're going to go for the fanciest of regular peas, not canned.
And you know what,
free-range peas.
I'm not going to hate on frozen veg because it's a great way off-season to get, it's
True.
often fresher. There's more the natural sugars, and the sweetness of the peas is like suspended as soon as they're frozen within a few hours of picking. So
just like Walt Disney's head.
Oh, that's that went dark, but yeah. Hey, that's cool. It's cool.
Can I also just say that I am a little bit of a fangirl with these one-pan cookie things? I feel like I'm on an episode of Tasty.
It's basically a Tasty video with people.
So that's pretty, I don't know, I can I get your autograph later, Sultan? Okay, cool. Okay, so what do we got to do here tonight?
All right, so first things first, let's get our spätzle on the go, so our batter, our actual dumpling batter. So I'll get you to take your bowl here, and I'm going to hand you ingredients, and let's dump them in. There we go.
This is the kind of thing I can handle.
Perfect. Yeah, this is a two-hander. You got to have the whisk. So we got our flour here, good. Then we got, that's 1 cup of flour. Then I got semolina flour, half cup. It's a little fancier of a flour.
Oh.
You get this at, a lot of grocery stores carry this. The Italian market carries it. It's actually going to yield a slightly lighter noodle with a little less of a...
How do you spell that?
Semolina. Do you want me to use it in a sentence?
No, but now you have a sticker.
There we go.
Forgetting that. Cool, okay.
All right, semolina flour, there we go. Whoa, sorry, that was a bit of a cloud, wasn't it? Dramatic.
So 2 kinds of flours.
2 kinds of flours. And then we're going to do a pinch of salt.
Okay.
So it's about a teaspoon. There we go.
It's 1.5.
My first pinch wasn't big enough. I just,
Okay.
Years of experience, I can just tell pinch size.
This is great.
A little bit of
Cool.
pepper.
Right on.
And now we're going to go for the fresh herbs because we want a little, we're going fresh, summery here. So I've got some thyme, I've got some rosemary, and I've got some oregano here. So I'll just, you ever pick the thyme off of the stem before?
Man, all I need is more time. I've never picked it
We
off
all
the
need more
stem,
time.
though. Okay.
Yeah. So
Teach me.
The idea is you take it and you just sort of work it like that against the
Oh.
leaves go one direction. And then some of the tender bits, if it's like a really tender fresh thyme, you can just chop that up with everything. But this
Okay.
gets the woody stems out of the way.
So this is how you make herbs. Don't pet your dog or cat like this. Opposite.
Yeah.
Opposite.
Exactly.
Okay, with
exactly.
the fur grain against the
Yeah,
herb
like
grain.
petting a shark, that kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You ever been to the petting zoos or like the aquariums where they let you pet the monorays?
Ooh.
Monorays.
Monorail.
Monorails. They kind of feel like those spongy grow toys you put in water.
Oh yeah.
They're
I love those
cool.
things. Those were great.
We think of sharks, and this is turning into a tactile show.
Yeah.
So we have a few people here that are here. Just take 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, who's here?
Okay.
Yeah, we have Anita's here. We
Hi,
have,
Anita.
Carol Coyne's here.
Carol,
Lou Daly's here.
hi,
Josh
Anita.
Rogers says, I know her.
Oh, I don't know him though.
Ooh, awkward, Josh. Sorry.
Jenny Dupuy, Alison, hey. Louisa Garrett, who's from Texas, hello.
Oh, sweet.
Who else we got here going down? That's what we got so far. Just wanted to make sure to say.
If any of you guys are looking for web services,
I know a little bit about
strategies.
the internet.
There you go. We'll spend some time.
It's inner. It's got a net,
That's a pro talking right here. So I mean,
but it's also
Perfect.
a fabulous place to connect with people, sell your wares, get to know people, and buy Beanie Babies.
yeah, yeah,
You still have those?
Or I don't know. Maybe I'm dated.
yeah. I have some old action figures I should probably.
Oh,
check
really?
out.
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, the herbs. I'm just gonna give them a rough chop here. I got the oregano, I got rosemary, thyme here.
You do that so effectively.
Well, the idea is you want to use this part of your knife as a pivot point, and because it's sort of curved, I'll just like
Okay.
this anchors the knife, and then I'll just run the knife back and forth through it like that, and then you can sort of drag it a little bit towards you, collect it all again. And it doesn't have to be. This is going to be a rustic chop.
That is like my best attempt chop. Yours is your rustic. Wow.
Everybody needs a few levels of chops.
I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions tonight because I don't cook.
Hey,
So.
no problem at all. All right, I'm going to bring the bowl over here. I'm
Oh,
just going to.
that I can do.
There we go. Put that in here.
Oh.
Awesome. Boop. So now, if you want to put the bowl down over on your side here, we're going to go with the liquid part of it. So this is going to need a little stability here.
This is going into my other ingredients as well?
Exactly.
Okay.
So, folks at home, Spätzle is sort of like a German pasta, German dumpling situation. They're a very free form looking noodle. Super fun, super easy to make. So, 2 eggs going in the bowl here. We're going to stir the first one. I'm going to cut this with a little bit of milk before we put the second egg in here. This is sort of
Okay.
hydrate the flour and get it all mixed together.
Ooh.
And then the other egg goes right on in.
So if all else fails, it'd be a really great facial mask for the evening. For
Exactly.
after a hard day of coding or working on your brand, you too could have Spätzle on your face.
Cheaper than an avocado mask.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yep, this is a budget facial mask. There we go.
This is kind of like cookie dough almost.
Yeah, it's a savory cookie dough, kind of. So we'll know when the texture's right. It'll sort of keep going. We'll be all right.
Can I just have you at home every time for me to just even like just had to pour milk into cereal? 'Cause I feel
I got
like
tips for that. Like, yeah. When you got like, I'm gonna give you one right now. You know when you fill too much cereal in your bowl? I like to put my hand over the cereal when I pour the milk in. It keeps it from going up over the edge.
Hashtag life hack. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
I'm all about the life hacks. All right, so let's just show the folks at home. Right now we got a bit of a gloopy thing going on here, so we're gonna thin this out a little bit. You see, keep stirring, and I'm gonna pour some milk in it.
So if I was by myself though, short of growing a third arm, how would I go about to stop and I don't want to
sort
ruin
of
the
the luxury
magic.
of having another person in the kitchen. You can like, well, what I'd probably do is anchor the bowl down with like a damp towel or something, so you don't have to hold it with your hand.
Gosh, you're good.
I got
you
tips
do
for
this
everything.
professionally?
I do.
Jeez.
Well, you see, I'm trying to,
Okay.
you give these tips to people for their web stuff, and this
Yes.
is like my thing here, right?
If it was as easy as three-hand stirring, we'd all have like Google sites right now
Yeah,
and be the
that's
next
true.
Elon Musk's. It's not quite that easy, but
All right, well,
Okay.
let's our batter's looking
what about
pretty
the
good.
stuff in the middle of the?
This is where we
I'd like-
turn away from the
I'm asking the
camera
most basic
and we
question.
beat the crap out of it. There we go. Perfect.
Okay,
See? It's
Right on.
Yep.
rustic.
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 That is the great thing about cooking. Rustic
When your TV
is-
doesn't work and you bang it, rustic.
It's rustic.
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 Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go a little bit more milk in here because the stuff that was stuck on the whisk
Okay.
glooped it up a little bit. That's a technical
So
term.
it's a little bit more on the thinner side because it's like not cookie batter, but it's gonna be a spatzel batter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So basically what you're looking for is, yep, that's it. So why don't you just lift up the whisk and let it drop down? That's a perfect Yep. That's what I want.
It's just like you can't do that on television.
Yeah.
Don't say
oh,
what.
there's no
Is it what?
slime
So
falling
you
off.
have to
Oh
say what.
shoot!
Say what? Right.
All right. So through the magic of television, this is now rested for 15 minutes. And we've got one. Woo! Just like that.
I worked all day at this.
That's a beautiful job. You did a great job.
Thank you.
So, Spätzle, like I said, it's very rustic, very free-form. The idea is a lot of people you got to push this dough through little holes. So I went through a lot of different things in the kitchen today testing it. I found out this spatula with holes in it was the best thing for making Spätzle for our specific case. You can go to the store, the kitchen gadget store, buy a $25 Spätzle maker.
Okay.
Which looks kind of like a flat cheese grater with a little like receptacle on top where you just like move it over the thing.
Okay.
Anyway, being in the kitchen's all about improvising, all about using what you got in front of you. So, this is a little messy part. So,
Oh, how about okay?
yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we're getting well,
Totally
I mean,
quick.
I get stains on myself just trying to use lip balm. So I mean, let's just be safe
You
here.
put my apron to shame here. This is great.
This was made by my nan. 1 year for Christmas, we all got personalized aprons, bowling ones of Paris. I got popsicles because I'm colorful. She always said if you can't cook, at least look good in the kitchen. The one thing about this I want to show off, Nan has this uncanny ability to put pockets right where you need them. So, just in case. But thanks so much, Nan.
Well, it's like an oven mitt
Love it.
holster. You can get a. Yeah. That's a quick draw oven mitt.
Do you need... okay, yeah. All right.
Oh yeah,
Of
we got to
course.
brand you up here. So yeah, your kitchen door. So let's get.
I am a kitchen door.
Perfect. Branded.
Now I'm ready to spatzel.
All right.
Okay.
So if you're really good at holding that boulder, do you want to hold that and I'll sort of scoop it up and.
You don't have to ask me twice. Okay. Because I really,
I'll
this
take on the
is-
messy bit here. This is gonna
Okay.
be a little bit messy. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Spätzle batter here, which we can see is nice and gloopy, and I'm just gonna run it. This is my little dough scraper. This is actually a wonderful pastry tool. So I'm just gonna scrape it right along here.
This
Get
is
a
an
little bit
easy
more.
recipe as long as you buy the following 26 accessories.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. You can probably buy it at the.
Oh, neat though.
as
It's
seen-
making a little spatzel
See
little
it? Exactly.
shapes.
Exactly.
Like
so
happy little, I don't know, like glooby globs.
glibby globs.
It's really good, I promise.
Oh yeah, it's tasty. And oh, perfect. And they're done. This is what I love about making dumplings of any kind. They're done when they rise to the surface. It's like it's like
Oh.
gnocchi or anything like that. When they float to the surface, they're ready to go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a little bit here.
So a little bit at a time and then scoop out the ones that are done and
Yeah, exactly. And the good thing is when they rise to the top, you got a minute or two before they're like overdone.
Okay.
So I'll wait for everything to come up. This is enough for our little taster here. So let's put
kind
them
of like we just made styrofoam peanuts. So you can eat it or you can also pack fragile things and mail them off to home.
exactly.
Cool.
So I got my handy dandy tray here.
Okay.
So
No, I want to do that part.
oh yeah,
I want to feel like I've accomplished something tonight.
I just want to make sure they're okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here we go. Great. So I'll hold the tray and you do the fun part here. So scoop it up and making sure.
Gonna go
Yep, just skim off the top. Exactly.
Spatzel fishing.
Spatzel fishing. Give a little shimmy. There we go.
Oh.
Right on the tray.
Just like the
Perfect.
place in Boston.
And they got such a cool irregular shape, which is great for catching on, we're going to fry them in a pan in a minute, so all the little nooks and crannies
Oh,
are
wow.
perfect for catching the butter.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
kind of a great thing too because it's a food that it's not about perfection. Like
Absolutely.
they're all got their own little shape and they're going to be added to other things. I
Little
know
Spätzle
that
snowflakes, everyone's unique.
Exactly. That's what I fret when I'm trying a new recipe and it doesn't look like the picture, or you're meticulously trying to cut everything equally. And this is sort of like you just gotta put it through a bunch of holes and hope.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. All right, so we're gonna take our water pan off of here, and
Okay.
I'm gonna set up a frying pan because now this is part 2. We're gonna turn this into a meal.
There we go.
There we go.
Andrew, I think we have a friend of yours from North Carolina, Brooke Delaney Solka.
Brooke Delaney Solka, how you doing?
Did I pronounce that right?
I think so. I've never said it out loud before, so I hope.
We'll
That's an
find out.
epic
Yeah,
name.
we didn't pronounce the P, so I think that's key.
I think so.
Yeah.
Patty
Awesome.
Howard is here.
Hey Patty, how's it going? We're just playing with an induction burner right now. So, like I said, I promised some local ingredients are going in here.
Okay.
First things first, we're gonna cook it all in some butter. So why don't you get a tablespoon of butter and knock it right in the pan here for us?
To show you my great left arm here, my butter swinger.
Yep.
Just let it go.
Just let it go. So we're gonna let so basically butter's, yeah, there you go.
And then you do like the chefy thing.
Yeah, you do the chefy thing. So what I'm looking for is a lot of the bubbles to come out of the butter, because butter is basically water, milk solids, and fat all suspended together. So what we're doing right now is getting the water out of it, which is that sizzle that we hear right now. So if we cook the water out
I'm
of
being
it,
schooled in butter tonight. This is amazing.
and you can smell that butter. This is the best part. So
Yes.
we're gonna when these bubbles subside, we're gonna put in some corn, we're gonna put in some peas, and a little bit of this Westphalian ham here. So this is like a nice light summer spätzle dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right. You're gonna be the stirrer
Of the butter?
of what's going in the pan.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. And I had a backup spätzle because I didn't know how this was going to turn out, but I think we're going to use this one because it turned out great.
Apparently, you had no confidence in the product.
No, always have a plan B when you're on
Default,
Facebook Live
default,
at 9 o'clock.
Default.
Default. So perfect. I'm going to turn this.
Learn that, Andrew, that you always have to put Plan B on Facebook.
Can I do a really weird web plug about Plan Bs?
Yes, please.
If I say nothing else tonight about web, make sure you're backing up your website. That's a super Plan B. Don't leave it up to your hosting company because they might do it every 30 days, and after the 30 days, they're going to overwrite your last backup.
It'd be a heartbreaker to lose all that.
Especially if your site went down on day 31 and you're missing something that other day, or maybe they do it but you don't know how to restore it. So just check in with your hosting. If you love your website and you put so much effort into it, don't just leave it to the gods. Have a plan B. Make extra spätzle websites in case you have to dig in on them. Okay.
Perfect.
Sorry. Okay.
I love it. I was hoping we'd see the intersection of the web and food.
I'm gonna try really hard tonight. It's gonna get a little awkward.
was
but-
great.
Okay, so the whole thing, or just like a little bit till
Let's
it's...
put about half of that in there. And while you're doing that, I'm just going to take this Westphalian ham.
Let's just have this.
Oh yeah, this is basically, it's kind of like German prosciutto. So it's like sliced super thin, it's cured and smoked.
Oh.
Prosciutto's not normally smoked, so I'm just going to give it a little rough chop here. And why don't you put some peas, equal amount of peas in the pan
Okay.
as well.
Oh, this smells great. We're just gonna stop here and have the world's smallest corn on the cob. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Oh.
And people thought we were corny.
Oh.
I know. I had to get one good groan a week. I got that. Look at that. That's perfect. So
Oh, this is great.
here goes the Westphalian ham. So we're going to get this a little crispy.
Right? Oh my
little
goodness.
crispy.
I like this. I like the simplicity. It kind of harkens back to like my college years. 3 ingredients. Hoped it fried well and went. Everything's, small and edible, less dishes.
I'm all about
Yeah.
one-pan meals. If you can make it
Okay.
all delicious in one pan, why
Right.
why make a lot of cleanup for yourself, right?
So what were those 3 ingredients in the pan in college, Alison?
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
good question.
Hot dogs, Larson hot dogs, and hot dogs. Do you know what I mean? It was just easier. I mean, my roommate and I, that was it. Peanut butter sandwiches and hot dogs, and we were like this big around. Lots of wine. I went to an art college, so you'd get up at the crack of dawn and you would draw someone else's butt crack for 4 hours, and then you would go back and, have some hot dogs and go back and draw some more, and
It's art fuel.
it was
Hot
art.
dogs are art fuel.
Artists are often, a little bit poor when they start out, so it's a good match. But this is great, though.
All right, well, I noticed we're getting a little bit of the sticky stuff on the bottom here, which is
Yeah.
all flavor and all good. So
So you want me to scrape
yeah,
that?
scrape it. So take the side of the spoon and there we go. Get all of that up. Perfect. That's flavor right there. So
That
make
is
sure
the
none of that
sound of
sticks.
flavor, not
Yeah.
unlike nails on a chalkboard.
Exactly. And if you wouldn't mind passing me the butter there, we are going to put the spätzle in
You're
now.
asking a lot of me here.
I know.
Cool.
So if you want to like sort of push everything to the edge, yeah, we're gonna make a little room for a little extra butter, just a little bit.
Okay.
We don't want any of this beautiful spetzel to stick, so I'm gonna put this all right on top here.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna get it all nice and brown, and we're gonna take a trip to Tasty Town.
Population us. Just let it go, or should I start stirring? Just
Now you can start stirring, and if you want to give it a little chefy shuffle there.
Okay, that's where Megan Haynes just said, Chef, show her, teach her how to shuffle the pan like a pro.
Yeah,
Hi,
look at this.
Megan.
Perfect. What else are people saying, Adam? We got any more friends on there?
So Josh Rogers is drooling now, and he wants
good.
some leftovers.
I live with the guy. He's my partner. He's not just some weirdo out there who's like, can you send me some food when I'm done? Pretty internet lady. Can you build me a website? I don't know why he's a pirate, but anyway. Okay.
Hey, whatever works.
Oh, this is great.
And it's great. It's so simple. You can smell all the veg work and a little bit of that
This
ham getting
smells
crispy.
fantastic.
Yeah. And you know what? We're going to do something called deglazing right now. And
Oh dear. Okay.
I noticed you're drinking wine. White wine would go great with this. Do you want to put a little splash in the pan to loosen it up for us?
I'd hate to part with it, but I'll share with
All
this
right.
one
Just-
exception.
We'll top you back up, I promise.
There's a little bit of water in this wine, though.
Yeah, that's actually all part of the plan.
Oh, it's like you knew.
It's like I knew. I'm just.
Oh, I'm making a mess.
This is the problem with glasses in the kitchen. You have foggy moments.
Woo.
Oh, nice.
Guys, this smells amazing.
And look, it's all your stirring. You nailed it. So we are ready to plate up and try it. I mean,
Can we do like a really nice plating? Because I suck at that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
really great at other online presentation. If you want it to be branding or 2D, but this 3D stuff,
Well, we
there's
got some.
an art to it.
We got some garnish in front of us and stuff. I
Okay.
mean, it's still gonna look like a pile of stuff, but it's gonna look like a tasty pile of stuff. It's gonna be good. Pile of stuff.
Tasty pile is
Yeah.
special.
Yeah. Oh,
By
I'm just gonna
McCain.
turn this off too
Oops.
because we're getting a
Okay.
little toasty. And pardon me, I as I do it every week, I'm on Chit Chop. I forget one thing off camera. I'll be right back. The plate we're gonna put it on.
Okay.
All right, so we want some fancy presentation. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use these fresh herbs to our advantage.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So,
okay. No,
why don't
you're
we-
gonna tell me. This is part of the plan. Is you're going to verbalize this to me, and I'm going to make it a reality.
Exactly. So what we're gonna do is fill out your spoon up about halfway. We don't want to go too crazy.
You're being really. I love this.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna do like a fine line through the middle of the plate here. So
Oh,
and
thank
then
you.
we'll just
Okay.
go on the side. So yeah, just tip it up like that. Yep, exactly.
Sticker's gone. It said I'm out of here. I don't want to be here while Alison's trying to make a straight
Exactly.
line.
So
at
let's
it.
make a straight line here, and I'm gonna pick some herbs over on the side here.
Okay. Right now, we are following what will eventually be the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is when you divide a space into 3 equal parts, and you place items of importance along 2 of the 3 parts. Right now, I'm at a half, which is great, but not all that visually interesting. Watch how if I approach the second part of the rule of thirds, you will notice a bit of a dichotomy, almost a little bit of an unsettling balance, yet the eyeball likes it, and we call this a nice little bit of the rule of thirds. However, we're going to fill the whole plate because that's what I was told to do, and we'll continue along the line. But that is one idea around when you're designing, if you're trying to take an interesting photo or something and it's just looking kind of boring, think about your space in 3 complete sections and then put 2 in the middle and leave 1 open. And
Or leave 2 on the outside.
or
and
2
one
on
in
the
middle.
outside in the middle, and I am not the queen of segues.
Hey.
Okay.
Rule of thirds. I like these intersections of food and design. I mean, there's all kinds of creative intersections. Let's just add a little bit more here. As if
Oh.
let's pretend we're serving 2 people off this plate. There we go. So just like stack it up just a little bit
Okay.
more.
Is that pea going to bother you if I leave it right up there?
Oh,
Just
it's
like-
really driving me crazy.
Okay.
A little bit more in the middle. Perfect. And I'm going to just get a little more fresh thyme going on here.
I'm never going to get a sticker for plating.
You know,
Huh.
that looks better than some meals I've had. So
Yeah.
the taste. The
taste.
taste tonight is going to be off the
Okay.
charts. So, look.
You would probably like go afterwards with the napkin and like wipe that down
Yeah,
or
yeah, exactly.
okay.
Well, look, we got it right here. So, chefy tip. Tip of my finger. in the
Literally
rag.
a chefy tip.
Literally a chefy tip. Go right down the back end here. And right down like that. Look at that. A little bit tidier. And now, we're going to hit it from up high.
Oh,
And then we're just going to let it fall where it
so
wants
it's
to.
not so like precisionally placed, so it doesn't look so fake.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this is just introducing a little bit of randomness. And there we go. This looks like they fell off the herb tree. You made that.
Excuse excuse me a minute. Dear herb tree, shake, 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 and just hold it up.
All right, you gotta taste it now.
Oh,
See how we
okay.
did.
How'd you do, Alison? And by cooking, I mean you just stirred a bunch of stuff together. Not like I picked a very simple plate to make. No. Oh man, no.
Not bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really like the fresh herbs.
Special.
It's a really special occasion.
In case you're wondering at home,
I can't help myself.
you see them. They're not spongy per se. They kind of have just like a is it gnocchi? Is that
Gnocchi.
gnocchi?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but littler, and just a little bit of flavor.
It's a great word that I don't very rarely use. It's toothsome. It's got a really nice toothsome. So you
That's a $5 word.
$5 word.
Toothsome.
Yep. Sending the bill out. It's got that real. It's got a nice light chew to it, and it holds
that
up
ham
quite
with it. Whoa.
And so, yeah, I love the unique shape of the dumpling. It's super cool.
We're all our own unique little spatslings
Exactly.
out there.
I mean, like all your clients, right? You have diverse needs and you have diverse websites that you got to approach, and everybody's got different.
That's just it. I think today everything is so like you can go online, you can buy a template, or you get inspiration on people's sites. You go, well, I'm going to copy exactly that look, and I'm going to change my brands and color. Well, we're all so savvy these days. We've seen so many sites that you don't really do yourself an advantage. You do yourself disadvantage when you just. And you're starting, I understand when you're starting out, it can be tough to understand all this world of web and all this idea of branding, but it's important to make sure you keep your original voice in there. And sometimes you just gotta ask other people. I think we get so far up our own butts when it comes to our business that we kind of forget what others think
You
of
get
it.
blinders on.
You
Like
do.
the horse
You
in the parade.
overthink
Yeah.
it, and you don't really understand that maybe for like a kitchen door, that concept of being open and welcoming. Yes, you could have been called the plater. Yes, you could have been the catering co. But it was more about that opening door and kind of coming in, putting words in Patty's mouth, of course.
Right.
But it's those things that make branding really special. And then all of a sudden, all of those templates make more sense because you know how to inject yourself into it instead of just blindly following or being like, well, I don't know why I had to put this typeface in there. I don't know why I'm doing this landing page. Like, do you? Or is it, that's kind of the way of approaching it, I think, with a lot of things.
Totally.
You can have yourself first, and then keep following your path. So you can end up on cooking shows when you code all day long. All right, you never know what's going to happen.
You're gonna be making Spetzel at home now. That's what's gonna happen.
I guess we'll have to ask Josh, who's watching now, if I'm going to be making it, or maybe at one of the WordPress meetups, maybe someone will volunteer to help me make this again, because it looks like I'm going to need 6 arms to make this, because I'm glad that this is recorded, so I can go home and play it again, and then maybe in a couple of weeks I'll do a quick follow-up video, and I'll see if I was able to replicate this at home. Because this is about the size of my oven at home. I live in a very tiny apartment, so this isn't not uncanny. But I would love to maybe in a couple of weeks' time that you guys know if I could follow my own.
And maybe you can improve on my playing techniques. Like maybe you get a little,
Oh man! Okay, now I'm starting to think. I promise there won't be any canned food or putting it in little. Funny if I just put it all back in like containers from Superstore and just kind of that's the way I'm plating it.
Yeah, there you go.
This is delicious. Any questions or comments?
Well, you said you took art school and
Yeah.
practice all. So there's many different directions you could have gone. Why did you go this route? Why web design? Why is that?
Oh, yeah. So I went to NASCAD. It was a 4-year program for design, and there really wasn't any web. In fact, web is at a stage where when I was growing up, there was no money in web, and so I was a young girl who liked computers and liked art, and so the concept was, well, either you go in robotics or you go in graphic design. There was no concept of the internet was where you made money, let alone girls could go in and code. And that's nothing against my school, just that wasn't the attitude at the time.
Right.
So I was coding websites when I was 14, 15, 16. I used to have the world's second most popular Teddy Ruxpin fan page. I am the Twipper. That's a really weird, if you knew from the early 90s. So I kept it up, so everyone else was dating and I was home coding. Went to NASCAD because they told me that's where I should go. And I did web, I did print. And so I kind of got all that experience, but I could notice that my peers weren't really getting jobs and the web was coming back. So I went back to NSCC for one night course and upgraded my skills. And then I eventually got hired. I worked at the Daily News remember that newspaper. I worked there for a while in the Metro newspaper. Then I finally moved on to a company that allowed me to get back into coding, and I've been falling in love with it ever since. And I think there's not a lot of visual designers who are taking the time to code, because you can do so much more with web when you know how it works. And there's something neat about, okay, make a poster, put it on a wall. That's what you got. Now, it won't get any spelling mistakes later on, but a website, put a poster up, and the poster throws confetti on you when you walk by, or it opens up larger if you touch it. Like, there's so much more about web. It's so interactive, and that's what I like. And I just think there's a lot of amazing companies and amazing people who have really interesting stories to share, and they're really held up by technology. So I try to help people calm down, make jokes about Spatzel, and we just figure out tech and art and design and get your whatever you're selling, whatever you're doing, whoever you're helping out there.
Well, the web can seem so impersonal, so like having somebody sort of guide you and like help form a vision and translate your real world business onto the web, I mean, that's an essential service, really.
Exactly. And also making sure that you manage expectations of, it's not easy. The moment you go from passively being on Google and on Gmail and having your own email account and creating for the web, you're kind of part of tech in that sense. And it's a arduous, interesting world where things do break all the time, but they also evolve. So I like to help people understand that it's okay to be frustrated, but you don't have to do all of it. Let's just focus on this and get this done. What's the purpose of what you're doing? Who do you want to go after? What do they like? How would you talk to them in that way? Right. Now we'll deal with all of the technology parts if you can. If not, then I'll help you. I'll code it, or I'll train you, or I'll coach you in how to do that. So you're not spending all your time trying to get MailChimp to work while you're losing business out the door, or vice versa. You have all this business and they keep going out the window because you haven't set up MailChimp.
Right.
So, nerd. There, that's all I can really put it down to afterwards. This is great, especially this German. I want to get more of this too.
There you go.
Oh. Oh, geez.
I was loving the Teddy Ruxpin. I was loving that.
Oh, great. Yeah. Funny, when you were a kid, you feel like it was really nerdy.
You know what you're talking about, Teddy
anybody?
Ruxpin? Okay, was Gizmo on Teddy Ruxpin?
No, that's Gremlins.
That's Gremlins. So Grubby? Grubby.
Yes.
Grubby. What was the old guy with the white mustache?
Gimmick.
He looks like my dad. Kind of looks like
This is trivia night, man. I will make the team win all the beer tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So any Teddy Ruxpin trivia, please let us know on the page. Oh man, that was a good show. I remember the little stuffed teddy bear was a little creepy.
Never got it.
Yeah.
We never had it growing up.
Yeah. Oh well.
Any other questions?
Anita says you're her favorite unicorn.
Oh,
Well, that's a pretty good comment.
Yes, that's a great comment.
thank you, Anita. That's lovely. I adore your twerps.
Allison is also a comedian for nerds on the side. That's what Linda Daly just said.
Yes. Yeah. I'm here every Friday night. Try the fish.
So you have to. So is there anything you want to share about your business? Like any other services that they might not know you do, and you also speak, right?
So right now I'm offering, but I do Google Analytics training. So a lot of people install it on their website and they're like, I've got it, I've got numbers, or I don't have numbers and I don't know what to do. So I'm booking up for the fall now. If you want to be, it's with me. It's not some like video that you have to pause a lot. It's not some giant workbook you have to print off from this giant PDF. It's 2 hours with me. We record the session, so you can sit at home in your pajamas. I can sit home in my underwear, but I'll keep the video up here. And we talk about, and I do all the basic training for it so that you understand the most important parts. Google Analytics is not hard. I want to tell everyone, it is not hard. It's just knowing the key areas that you need to focus on if you're a blogger, or if you're a restaurant, or if you're a dog walker, or if you are a company scaling up to 15 personnel from 10. And you get to keep it. You get to keep the whole recording, and then I follow up with you in a couple of weeks' time. So I'm offering that up. So yes, I code, and yes, I do sites, but I do a lot of analytics training, because if not, you're kind of farting in the wind. There's no point in doing work and not really knowing where it's going to blow next. And this is actually a talk I had. I'm not just making this up. But so that's what I'm offering right now. And I do. I don't build new websites, but I do build websites for people who already have one, who are 3 to 5 years in their business and are pivoting, expanding, scaling, or downsizing. So, and my other shout out would be to the WordPress meetup. If anybody watching has a WordPress site and you're pulling out your hair, we meet once a month at Volta down on Barrington Street, and it's free snacks, and we have a presentation for, you could be new to it or an expert, everyone's welcome, and you get help. It's at a thing called the Happiness Bar. We don't serve booze, we do serve smiles.
Serve happiness.
Yep, and there you can get help with other people. So don't feel like you're working by yourself on your site. WordPress was made by people for people, and people are always going to be around to help you out with that. So you can check that out. I'll throw a link down afterwards in the comments maybe. Next one coming up is September 27th, I do believe.
Very
Other
cool.
than that, if you're a creative person, you're a drawer, designer, animator, E3C happens every month as well. E3chalifax.ca, another meetup. Hang out with other cool designers and other creative people. No networking. Just hang out with a beer or coffee and chill for a couple hours and draw on napkins. Read a book, share your favorite pens, that kind of thing. Promise I'm done now.
Yep. Anita just
Cool.
said, there it is, the fart reference. I think they're going to have a drinking game every time you say fart. They were going to drink,
Oh.
they're all sober.
We got
man.
through the cooking part without any mention of that, so, you know.
It was really good.
Awesome.
There was a couple of times, but I just really held my tongue because I'm wearing my Nan's apron. I just
Right
want to
here.
do her justice.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on Chit Chat Chop. It was great to have you.
Oh, thank you so much. I enjoy the food. Everyone, give this thing a whirl, and I love you guys, and I guess I'll see you next time on your next episode.
Awesome. Thanks again, and check out Eraserheader.com.
And our guest next week, she's actually just came in, Claudia Habib. We'll see you next week.
Claudia!
Hi, welcome.
She's awesome too. Oh, she's a firecracker. You're gonna
Awesome.
love her in here.
I'm
Yes.
going to be on the other side of the table next week, so big shoes to fill. We'll see.
Fantastic.